Hello everyone, and welcome to Short Rest. Right now we just finished episode 6-3. We still have Nick with us. Welcome, Nick.
I did it.
Yeah, Rolly got the final kill. So let's recap.
Rolly.
Yeah, let's recap a few things. First of all, Mostead was once again joined with the party. Along with Daniel, Daniel Brown, the eyes of the body, and Mostead now sort of bearing both the stomach and the mouth. It's kind of it's already assumed, it's already known what happened to Abigail. She served the bag.
It's a holy mission to serve the bag.
Yeah, I feel like we don't truly know what exactly the bag's mission is, except to have these beings meet.
Complete it?
Yeah, essentially. We don't really know the full details just yet.
It's very much a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend in this moment.
It willingly accepted a stone full of souls. That still kind of bugs me, but...
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but see then, like, you know, the enemy of your enemy, once your enemy's dead, becomes your enemy. That's the scary part.
That's the scary part.
And everyone can feed the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Glorious day.
No.
The glorious day we all feed the bag.
I feel like a few context clues is needed, especially as players instead of characters. Characters, it's perfectly understandable that Mostead was like, who's this person? Because you guys did fight Evergrey. Let me back up. I'm moving too quickly. First and foremost, you stole Daniel from the Stonehand temple. And he was imprisoned, so essentially Mostead booked it as quickly as he could, but they still found him, which is why you guys got attacked by the tribalmen. And but it didn't really matter. They were very low AC, low HP. All that mattered was that how you guys handled them, because the true threat was just around the corner. So some context for you, Nick. The players met up with, ran across Queen Evergrey, which is our story's current big bad evil guy. Essentially an undead lich queen who wants to rise back in power. Was once in power, is no longer. And the party evaded her, decided to run to the Feywild, and she said, "Great, I'll wait for you then." And waited, she did.
Like I said, the moment you described like a visage of somebody with a gown, I was like, we're fucked. The moment you said gown and white hair on the cliff, I was like, we're fucked.
You said royalty, and that's why I was like, ah, crap.
Royalty was including, because you said spellcaster. I'm like, so either something else is coming. It can't be. And as soon as you said that, I was like, fuck.
You guys win though. Temporarily. That's why Vera knows, because Igno told her, like, as long as those things are around, she's feeding off a life source. Doesn't mean she needs to have a physical body.
So, one of their wizard friends, Nick, is sort of an old wizard guy who they made friends with. So lucky that they made friends with a high-level wizard.
Hey, we saved his ass. Correction, that's why we're friends.
True. Essentially informed him that if these phylactery slivers, essentially multiple forms of phylacteries, are on different planes, they become inert. So wherever, if your body, the being you serve, happens to be in another plane, the souls were absorbed and the thing is now inert. But they still exist, I guess. We don't know really what happened to the red one, the one that got eaten.
But here's the trick though, because you mentioned that the queen was able to sense the presence of her essence, and it looked at Mostead, so that leads me to believe it might not be in the plane. It might be somewhere very close by.
Like a literal stomach?
We don't know.
Sorry, we were like, can you make sure that thing's digested properly?
I have to just get a tally. What was everyone's HP at the end of this?
24, down from 120.
Woo!
33.
Ooh!
15.
Oh, no!
I was at 39, so I was okay.
Yeah, if Mostead hadn't intervened, I probably would have died with the demon.
I had the one ability that I never got hit by anything really big at once, because I have the Tomb of Levistus invocation where you ice up and you get 10 temporary HP per warlock level. So I would have gotten 90 temporary HP and just take whatever big hit, and then it just defrosts and I'm fine. But
there was a few times where I wanted to do disintegrate, but I chose against it because I was like, I want to do an area attack on you guys, which is why I was doing cloud kill, because it was really hindering you guys at a certain point, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. It continues to work. Yeah. So yeah, that was sort of my big thing here, and also flying away from Rolly was also immediate. Had to be done. The only reason why she couldn't fly again is because it's a 3rd level spell, and she had to use like Dimension Door to get the hell out of there. Still not flying.
Yeah.
Can't escape from Rolly.
Rolly got the finishing kill. But I think all of you guys had a moment to like either deal some damage or find a way to get out. There were some harrowing moments where it was like, let's use the teleportation thing, the scroll. Gone. Let's send Vera unconscious with power word stun.
Hey man, I only have 1 counter spell. Gotta use it wisely.
Yeah. But I think we can reveal a little bit. Daniel was always meant to be eaten. That was the instruction given to Mostead by the bag. And yeah.
Pretty sure if you carry any of those pieces, you're meant to be eaten if Mostead knows about you.
Like, that's everyone's end game. It's like to be eaten. That's the blessing.
Who knows?
Working well so far.
Maybe Evergray's not the big bad evil guy. That's great.
The one that's capturing our attention by killing the king and like our families and shit for the moment.
Well, the twins are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her gruntmen.
Her generals, essentially. I can say this much. The campaign 1, the one that we actually had where we did it off camera, and this was sort of our first test in D&D, that one shot can happen now.
Yeah, finally.
Because Queen Evergrey is dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing. Like, none of us believe this yet.
I mean, based off of not even like being meta, like based off everything we've been told and everything we found out as our characters, we know she's not fully gone. Because I mean, she was technically gone this whole time, and then poof, there she was.
Yeah.
Because she had fucking active stones and shit doing her work while she wasn't on this plane.
I find it funny that I don't really have to explain too much to Mostead as a character, because it's not like he doesn't care about the political ongoings that's happening within the world. It's just he has a one goal, and I'm like, great, I don't have to explain like the king's dead and what that means. He doesn't give a shit.
I think if it were to like affect the bag, then Mostead would be like, oh shit.
Like if she would have said like, screw you guys, I want that, then it probably would change tone.
Yeah, then it would have been personal. But no, I mean, the 2 times that Mostead has joined up with the tournament last time and then this time, it all seemed to have worked out exactly like the bag wanted. So that's all he cares about, and it's been a great success. It got the gem in the first place, and this time it got to eat that lady, so.
Can we discuss a little bit how this is true. The party thought you were very scary in the previous episode. Like you guys actually told me, you're like, I don't know if we trust Mostead anymore.
Well, like I said, and like I said to Creed, and even when Nick wasn't around and you had to tell him what we said, I said, I feel like he's the most dangerous because he has like the mind of a child. He doesn't understand like his actions have consequences for other things he's just doing because he's like doing what he's told. And so it's like, yeah, that's really bad. But like I can't really like,
it's like, how do we justify a literal cultist when we're trying to fight our own issues? But he's our friend, right?
The bag hunger.
He doesn't even remember your names.
Yeah.
I had to feed the names to the bag, so I forgot the names.
That's great.
But,
yeah.
Oh. Wait, does that mean the bag has it out for us because it has their names?
I don't know what the bag does when it asks to be fed information, but it's not for me to know.
Yeah.
That's part of the thing too. When I first conceived of Malsado, and still, it's the broadest sketches. I knew there was a bag, and like at first he knew there was a bag, and he had warlock powers, and he thought the bag talked to him, but it wasn't like for sure real that it was all true. Like the bag had some magical properties and whatever, but a lot of it was just broad strokes and broad sketches, and it still is kind of like now we're filling in more about what it wants. But yeah, Malsado, like his backstory is he fed a lot of his memories and his identity to the bag when he found it, and he was a hermit for many years. So he doesn't have a lot that grounds him to like a morality or a caring for the world beyond that. And that can be very scary, but it is also like the both times so far it's worked out very well because we've all been on the same side.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, it is. If Malsado said, "Hey, feed these people to the bag," because they're my friends, is not going to come up.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No.
It must be good. They will like it there, or I might have to convince them, or something else.
You'll
But
get stronger if you get in this bag.
maybe that happens. I've never been in the bag. I have not been blessed in that way yet, so I don't know. But yeah.
It's so refreshing to have a character like Mostead who definitely had this broad stroke. When you brought the character to me, I was like, okay, what does it mean to hold the mouth that eats? And yeah, I think we've evolved it to a point where like, well, this being probably has a body because it has a mouth that is represented by an object. So why are you the only one? And that's the initial question that sort of brought what we are now. And I wanted to introduce a little twist to it, which is what happens if you were to grab pieces of a body that actually connected? The stomach to a mouth is absolutely, anatomically correct, where you go from here down to here. Well, you would put the stomach into the mouth, and now you have a new completed set, which is why you have a new ability. That maybe if we do the one-shot, I was talking about how I wanted to do a Malsado one-shot. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. You now have... So, I'm not sure if, Nick, you want to keep it close to the chest, or if you want to discuss what you have now.
Oh no, I think it's fine to share. Yeah, it's... When I took the goggles and everything, I got a couple of new abilities. One of them is just being able to locate objects and locate creatures without using spell slots using the goggles, which is going to be helpful for finding stuff to feed to the bag. But the other one is just gift from the being. It's kind of like divine intervention, basically. I roll a d100, and if the result is my warlock level or lower, my patron will come to my aid.
Yeah, so...
I'm only level 9 right now, though, so it didn't have a really great chance of success, but...
Man, I rolled it a couple times.
Interesting enough, and the way that I wanted to flavor was that if you wanted to ask the patron for something, you can reach into the bag and pull from it. It'll be the only time it ever gave you something. One crazy thing is, I forgot to mention, all of you guys have leveled up.
Oh,
including Malsado.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yeah, I know we're not gonna see Malsado for a bit, but you're definitely, next time we see Malsado, he's gonna be higher level.
Yeah.
So everyone is a level 14 now.
okay.
So I'm gonna go through. We can pause you on Malsado, obviously, and we'll take care of that in the future. But for Vera,
Getting it. Hold on.
oops, sorry about that.
Because I have a con modifier of 2.
Are you a multi-class, or are you gonna still go with cleric?
I'm gonna go with cleric.
Okay. Do you want to take the average HP for clerics, or do you want to do a roll?
What's the roll? A D8?
It'll be a D8 plus your con modifier.
An average is 5.
Plus your con modifier.
I'll just take the average. I'm not trusting my dice.
So.
But then I
that's
have
what you
the
get.
tough feat, so I think I have 129.
Yeah, so it'll be your con modifier 5 plus your con plus 2. So that'll be, what's your con modifier?
Plus 2.
Plus 2, so plus 4. So you get an additional 9 points of health. In addition to that, you're 14th level, meaning you have access to destroy undead for challenge rating of 3 or lower.
Oh, my level went up because I think it was challenge rating 2.
Yeah. For Rolly, you taking a level in Barbarian or Fighter?
I think I'm gonna have to do the Barbarian. I do want that ability score improvement.
Oh, that's right. You are now level 12 barbarian, meaning that a few things. First of all, you now have 5 rages. And yeah, you can do ability score improvement. You can, if you have an idea now, you can tell me. If not, you can tell me.
Absolutely. I am rolling Constitution.
Oh, okay.
So my Constitution, I'm putting both points into Con. And I think that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the math later, but essentially your HP is gonna go up a lot now because you got a way better at Con, and that affects previous levels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
So you're gonna get a big bump in HP. Okay, so we have a level 12 barbarian, level 2 fighter, and then for Savannah, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna stick with my rogue, and I know the next level is blind sense.
Oh, so you're level 14 rogue. You have blind sense. So yes, if you're able to hear, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of you. So essentially, you get like a mini alert feat. So if anyone is trying to sneak around you, invisible or hide like a rogue themselves, you'll have an ability. You'll be aware of them. Because it doesn't even say you need to make a roll. It just says you're aware of the location. That's crazy.
More sneaking.
More like no one can sneak on you, which could be very useful. Nice. Cool. So we'll edit that next time. Obviously, we'll figure out the dates that we'll start doing Magic at Mostead going forward. But I'm happy that we were able to wrap up the Mostead thing a little bit because I wasn't sure how long we'd be able to keep you, Nick. But I think we found a great way a new purpose, a new drive for Mostead, and we'll see what happens to him.
Yeah, that weird little freak with his bag is having all kinds of adventures.
Hey, it hungers.
We'll definitely catch up with the 3 griffins and see what happened to the bag next time. So thank you so much for joining us for some short rest. Queen of Grey's gone.
Yay!
Yeah, big wink
No.
on that one.
Yeah. All right, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.